Hey, welcome to another early morning Saturday stream. Or VOD, depending on when you're watching. Either way, hello, how's it going? I have no audience today, and I am running out of time for Art Fight. The themes came out... Oh my gosh, was it really nearly a whole week ago at this point? The themes came out, and the options are Crystal versus Fossils. And I'm picking Team Fossils because I randomly chose it. As in, I rolled a dice, and that's what I got. Okay, I definitely remember how to do this. Oh, I pushed that button. Since 2 weeks ago, I've done a little bit more work on Tarleah, because I'm desperately running out of time. So, as you can see, I've got some colours in. I've got her colours listed. Warning, Tarleah has a psychological condition wherein she can only wear one item of clothing. This includes jewellery, so I'm just going to draw a couple of example outfit ideas. And then, honestly, I need to hurry up and move on, so I'll give this a colour gradient background soon. And move on to my next character. Okay, let's get moving. So while I'm drawing, I'm going to do the traditional thing I do because I'm really interested. How is everyone doing? I rarely get any comments, and that's okay, but when I do, I always read them. And I try my best to respond. I could absolutely do symmetry on this right now, and I probably will, because that was terrible. Not all the outfits are going to be symmetrical though. And just like that, there's one design. Let's get a second design going quick as I can. How do I put this? There's an outfit here where I've got crosses, stripes going across it basically. Gashes, gouges. I haven't got much to talk about. Well, I do, but I'm currently focusing on trying to get this done quickly, I think. Okay. I'll have this come down the other side. Bunch it up a little bit over there. Two outfits. What was I going to say? Well, I'm assuming my microphone is working because I haven't got an audience today, so I'm bouncing off my own thoughts, my own ideas. And I didn't prepare anything. I had time to prepare, and I didn't prepare anything. Let's see, swimwear, formal, informal. I don't know if I'm going to line this afterwards, or if it's just going to be left as sketchy over the top. Symmetry. I might line it, just makes my life a little easier. This one's a big, baggy jumper. Bigger, baggier. I have been playing a lot of Zero Zenless. Zero? Like a lot of it. I can't remember what my number was. How many hours I've played. I haven't got the ability to look for it right now. Let's put a big pocket here, I think. No, symmetry, go back. I can't just undo moving the symmetry line, because it's not transformative. Okay, there's a jumper, and then one more outfit, I think. Oh, no. I've got my symmetry line on still. See, I've been playing a lot of Zero Zenless ZZZ, and been having a lot of fun with it. It's very engaging. Storyline, visuals. Yes, the character designs are absolutely a big draw for the game. But honestly, the combat is surprisingly complex. Two main button prompt. Wow, words. 2 main button presses. Regular attack and special attack. As well as a couple of other buttons you can press for like ultimate abilities, things like that. But in those button presses, there's lots of combos, lots of different ways to use them. It's like an old arcade style game. And I'm quite a big fan of that. I was going to draw trousers at some point, but I've run out of mannequins. Could I copy and paste another one? Yes. Am I going to? No. Maybe. No, we can leave that as is. And I think I will line these, to be honest. Just to be, I don't know, sort of consistent. That's not the button I wanted. Mind me while I cough. I can mute my microphone on the thing, but not my avatar. Oh, I could mute it through the headset itself, but I think it makes a click. Which isn't ideal. Okay, let's get some line work on top of this sketch. I'm going to go with a complete different colour. My apologies if you can't differentiate red and green with grey. I'm not drawing this for entertainment purposes, as it were. I'm just drawing it for my own purposes. Let's bring that symmetry line back over, because apparently it's all the way over there doing stuff. Okay, let's try that again. I really quite enjoy making all these various outfit ideas, even if it's not my main skill. I think it's a lot of fun to visualize what the characters could wear, what they could, what their outfits say about them. Now, if you ask me what does outfits say about Tarleah, I would say, I don't know, and hope that audiences can answer that question for me, which is absolutely the lazy cop-out way of doing it. But that is my style. Eventually I'll get through a whole topic as well. ZZZ. I've got quite a few characters, but one I'm seeking to get might be my new favourite. It's Jane Doe, which feels like a betrayal of species. I'm a cat, she's a rat. But she's just so much fun. She has a wicked personality, full of sharpness and knives. And I find that entertaining. Give a little bit of weight under there, because big baggy sweaters tend not to cling too tightly to form. That's just how they do. Yep, that is symmetrical. This, on the other hand, this one's different. I know it's inspired by something. What would this look before? Why this outfit? It feels a bit too theatrical for regular use. Mostly because of that flared tail. So if this one that I'm about to draw is special occasions, maybe the one I just did was like really fancy events? No, not special occasions, partying. And the other one is very special occasions. I don't know, I'm just coming up with ideas. The problem when I'm drawing is the curtains are just blue. That whole literary discussion is very interesting. sometimes challenging. I don't know how to say talk. Words are difficult. I don't know how I want to speak about it. On the one hand, sometimes I feel like the curtains are just blue. But on the other hand, even when they are just blue, why are they just blue? Is the author just trying to say something? Is the artist trying to convey that blue is their favourite colour? Or that they've been influenced by other artworks with blue curtains? Maybe they are trying to purposefully state that it is just blue, and by making that statement they're defeating their own argument. It's difficult because when can a counter argument say that it is just blue? That should work there. And I'm gonna need to colour them in. Let's hide you. Bring you back into full. And we'll change the fill colour, so let's do... Oh, I don't know what I've been working with on this one. Let's use green and have both of these layers be green. I don't think I've used green on this one. Although that might not work in a moment. I'll figure it out in a minute. Either way, one of the things I need to do is just cover up all of these. Oh, make that erase. I really do like red and black together. Something dangerous about it. What is your favourite colour? I know a lot of people like blue. Blue is a top favourite colour for a lot of people. So if I had to guess, I would guess purple. Your favourite colour is purple. Sorry, I definitely think I've got something in my throat. I keep coughing. It is most unpleasant and distracting. Yeah, maybe I don't have to colour these. Kind of work quite nicely without it. Oh my gosh, I've left this up the entire time. Whoops. Whoopsie. What happens if I turn the line work here into red, into black? Yeah, probably needs a little bit. Alright then. I can work this out. I change the layer colors and just focus on the layer as a whole. No, because then it paints all of the layers green, and I don't want that. Time for an experiment. I say as I don't do anything particularly experimental. Okay, take 2, Boogaloo. Yeah, that works. Okay. We'll take Tarleah's fur color, pale it down a bit, and slap it on these mannequins. No, I dislike that. It still needs to be orange, just desaturated. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's go live to my chat and make sure everybody's doing okay there. Yep, there's no one there still. We are doing well. That one's nice and easy. Okay, add a few more colors to the base. And then we can get on with coloring the outfits and then move on beyond that as quick as I can. I guess I am dilly-dallying. One thing I can do, and I'm only going to show it right now, just for ease, is I can paint the whole background basically. And it's sort of... Oh, that's interesting. Why are the words... Oh, because I still had blank selected. Never mind. Do that again. That's better. And now it sort of works as like a... I don't know what it's called actually. It's a digital art term. A clipping layer, I think. Basically hides all of the overlap underneath. So while I'm drawing, you can't see me go beyond just that. And speaking of this blue, I think that blue will work very nicely against Tarleah's fur colour. And then we're going to borrow this dress design. And on top of that dress design are sparkly stars. Do I really need to be explaining that as I go? Probably not. Okay, that should function. And then... Okay, so I did a drawing a while back. One moment. I'm sure you can hear it in my throat, I can. I did a drawing a while back where I gave her a really nice cozy sweater. I have no idea what colour that was. Everything ended up brown in the image. It was intentional. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't correctly cover that. Nah, I'm not going to fix it. I'm sure it's fine. I will, however, fix that teeny bit here. No, I won't. Okay, it is what it is. And I need one more colour. I think green is a good counter to orange as well. Like that. And just for intrigue, I'm going to add a gradient to it. Lovely. Oh, did I pause the music? Apparently I did. I was just trying to bring the image back. Okay, so if you do Art Fight and you pick Tarleah as a subject, you don't have to use any of these outfits. Ooh, if I have my pen just above my finger, I can gesture. What was I saying? You don't have to use any of these outfits, you can just use, well, your own imagination, as long as you follow that rule. Otherwise, I will not complain. Art Fight is Art Fight. If you do something quote-unquote wrong, that's okay, as long as it's not breaking any rules. I'm not the rule police. Okay, let's give this a quick background. Let's go with purple. I haven't got much purple in this. And I hope it doesn't clash too much. And then I'll do something under the purple as well. Very forward-thinking me. I thought about this idea for about a good half a second. Ugh. Mind your eyes, everyone. Yeah, okay, purple is a terrible choice. Whose favourite colour is purple? Who would choose this? Well, on the plus side, I do have some effects. Ooh, that is not what I expected. No, but that is too glaring now. That green is too awful. Let's rethink my plans. Let's have a look on the big screen, maybe I'll see it there. I need something softer. Maybe that fixes the issues. Or maybe it's the effects themselves. Layer style. Can't see this bit because it's hidden. If I just turn down the white value, yeah, I think that was the real issue in that one. We'll just add a little bit of depth to the background anyway. If that turns out to be an issue for people, I'm sure someone will let me know. Oh, and finally, gotta put a signature on it. Where's my pen gone? Perfect. Well, if not perfect, then good enough. I haven't put any personality on here, I haven't put any expressions. Just her outfit, her colours, and her body shape. Hopefully, that is enough. And I'm going to move straight on to Solita, who I haven't done any work on, and I don't have any good reference for. Which isn't ideal. Let's see. Let's go with... Put her over here. And I'll put one over here. Like, back, front. And I'll put relevant information here, although back is probably going to need to take up more space. You'll see. Solita is an interesting one. I don't know why I quite designed her the way I did. Wow, I'm really getting bogged down in details of a circle. How did I make Tarleah stand? Pretty much exactly the same as I'm about to make Solita stand. That's not ideal. Let me look at her references on Artbyte. I don't think you can. Yeah, she has a little bit more... How do I put it? She's not more dynamic, she is more subdued. I basically redraw exactly everything I just did. There's way too much neck. You know the problem with streaming my drawings? I think it makes me forget how to draw. your hand behind her. Egg-shaped body, arms, shoulders, hips. Now, the reason why is I want to put her arm behind her. To give her a sense of being quieter than the others. She's not particularly quiet, just quieter than the other two in their group. Tun and Tarleah. Winter is definitely the quietest one. Okay, that leg goes roughly straight down. And then this leg. Like that. Get the approximate widths in, lengths in. I think that works. It's gonna have to, because I'm not gonna spend time on this. Oh, I recently did a commission recently. Recently. Good use of English. I recently did a commission. And it took me a few days to complete entirely. Partially because I need to do the back and forth, but the client was always like asleep when I had finished, or I was asleep when they contacted me, so it just took extra time, but I managed to get 2 whole drawings done, 2 commissions done in that time. I was very proud of my work, and it was a fun commission. I like the character in question. It should be going on YouTube on Tuesday, even though Art Fight is going to be starting... Oh, on Tuesday. Yeah, now that works out in my favour. Giving you sort of a 1-day head start on putting videos out. I said it's awful. Or it's the shoulder. We'll find out. Need to get drawing. Drawing a body is basically just a bunch of cylinders. If you know what cylinders look like, you should be in the clear. And if you don't know what a cylinder looks like, I don't know, buy a can of fizzy drink or some crisps, Pringles, or look at a oh my gosh. One of those box games where you put the whole pegs in the holes. Okay, if ever I come up with the idea of tutoring people on English, remind me not to. I can't even string together a full sentence. Those arms feel too thick for Solita. She may be a cheater, but she's not actually that athletic. She's not quite built right for it. Too much weight at the top. Top heavy, that's the word. Alright, that should help. Shoulder. Collarbone. Neck is gonna go there. Sternum about there. Or is that solar plexus? You know, I don't actually remember. Why am I struggling to draw? It is not a great challenge. It's just a people body. Not like I'm drawing hands or anything. Then we would have something to talk about. You know what I think would be interesting to do again? Is some life drawing classes. I had a brief opportunity in college. Not American style college. UK college. So like a high school? Maybe? I don't know. I had a brief opportunity in college. But that was like 1 day's worth of class. Pretty sure I could have benefited from a few more classes. Just remember, this is anatomy based. This is for art purposes, nothing else. Some people might get silly ideas. Okay, so a hand here, and oh wow, how does that work? Hand behind your back, the back of the hand is towards the viewer, thumb is there. You know how I said I wasn't drawing hands? We can now talk about how hard hands are. Anyway, back to the legs. I much prefer trying to draw those over hands any day of the week. And then you got incredible artists who are just, I don't know, they manage to understand the fundamentals of how a hand looks, how it feels, how it moves, and can just draw it on command. Let's give her a slightly rounder thigh. And when it's going to be manic stream, if all goes to plan, it's probably going to be the 5th, another AM Saturday stream. But I'm not going to be doing references then, I'm just going to be probably working on... Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, who knows what I'm going to be working on. Because I don't think I can particularly well record doing a what's it called? An art fight attack. An art attack, if you will. Because I'm not set up for it, and I have no plans to be set up for it. Okay, one of these legs. No, I can probably get away with that. Style of my character design is 3 toes. I don't remember where the inspiration for it comes from though. Undoubtedly I have inspiration. You know, memory issues. I say that, but I can remember like weird, well, not remember, I can recall weird stats, informations. I don't know how brains work. I don't know how my brain works. Okay, that's the basic. Like with Tarleah, Solita has pretty simplistic marking designs. So Tarleah has like the 3 stripes on each part of the limbs, and then 3 stripes on her back, and a single stripe on her cheek. Solita also has 3 spots on her limb parts, and I can't remember what I did with her back, but her back is already interesting. I'll have to look that up before I draw something. And she's got tear markings and cheek markings. Yeah, let's draw upward eyes. We're coming to the end of the stream, by the way. Only a few minutes left. And figure out. I can read that, don't worry. Because I need to get this particular picture done before the Tuesday start date. And preferably, if I'm honest, before Monday. Ooh, that does not give me a lot of time. Because I imagine it's going to get a little busy on the run up towards Art Fight, and then I imagine, don't quote me on this, I imagine Art Fight will crash. That is my prediction. I have her poking her tongue out. Make her a bit playful. I'm worried about what this pose is saying. It's fine, it suits the character. I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious about how safe it's interpreted. Because I am trying to draw these safe work. safe enough for art fight at least. I haven't got in trouble yet, so I'm doing good. Oh, I don't even know what that was. Characters don't need 2 eyes, do they? How many eyes does it take to convey a visual message? 1. Pulls the drawstring, and releases the arrow. It's a good film, like a really good film. Rhetorical question, why did Disney have to do remakes? The only purpose they serve is money. And they serve their purpose well. See if I can get this sketch done before my time runs out. We've got 4 minutes, and I just want to add in the hair basically. She uses hair clips to keep them out of her eyes. They have been mistaken for horns, which is that's definitely my problem. Excuse you. People go to work about this time in the morning. Must be carpooling. I will clean this all up in my own time. Sorry I've not been so chatty. With no one around, I seem to not have the best record of coming up with topics. Oh, in my last 2 minutes, I've been watching Ironheart. First 3 episodes, I'm enjoying it. But I tend to enjoy a lot of media. So take that with a grain of salt. Unlike Thunderbolts, this isn't a Marvel product that I say, like people who have fallen out of the fandom, the enjoyment. I don't think Ironheart is a must-watch for those people. I think Thunderbolts asterisk is. I think that's a really good movie. Really strong. I think that's a must-watch for people who like superheroes. Okay, yeah. Solita. If her name means anything, that's impressive. I hope it's nothing offensive. I came up with it by overhearing it in a shopping mall. Tannoy. Tannoy is something else. And what do I mean shopping mall? I mean I don't know what I mean. A shopping mall, I guess. Anyway, thank you for listening if you made it this far. If you didn't, I accept it. Thank you for whenever you dropped off. And hopefully, we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully I'll have something to talk about, and hopefully our fight's gonna go smoothly. Bye bye, Johnny.